Okay, as y'all know, I recently bought just an amazing amount of bulk cards. So we're gonna go through it. Got me a fancy divider here. Now, what we are looking for is, of course, anything that I play with, anything that I like to build with. Um, it looks like this is fairly mixed. Some of these boxes are pretty sorted. Some of them are not. Um, go through this fairly quickly here because there's a ton of cards. I mean that we'll just revised creature bonds and power links boomerang I use, and I don't think I'm I have a lot of those, so or a lot of them left. Oh, look at that! Oh, there it jumps in here. As y'all know, that's my favorite card of all time. So, some power sinks, few tokens. Oh, okay. Silver Knight. That's a good one that I don't own. Well, I mean, I guess, Pristine Talisman I use. Anything, the Treetop Village. Terramorphics. We'll make a stack for non-basic lands there. Those are impulses. Condemn. Then we get Fallen Empires. Umbro's kind of nice. Hey, let's look at these sleeve cards here and see what. Neat sleeves. Master of the Veil. Okay. Echo Tracer. We have some Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. Okay. That's a Dark Ritual. Y'all know I use that one. Gitaxian Probe. Brains. What? Okay. Get Probe. Brainstorm. Cabal Ritual. Been out of those. Conjurer's Baubles. Alright. Land Grant. Bone Splitter. Echoing Truth. Shriekhorn. Bone Split. Another. That Dark Ritual's seen better days, hadn't it? Yeah. There's a Get Probe. I don't know enough about 60 card magic to know what plays land grants, Get Probes, and land Darker Writs, so that wasn't bad. Fireballs, okay. Ulamog's Crusher, I mean, it's not a bad common. 8/8 Annihilator 2. I mean, I do use it. Juniper Order Ranger I've been known to use. I'm not going to pull it out, though, because it looks like there's going to be quite a bit of stuff in here that I am actually looking for. Unstable Mutation, I used that a couple days ago. Negate, believe it or not, I like to use those. It's great in like a 2-color deck, I think. All the Coiled Tin Viper. I believe that's now a creature type snake, if I'm not mistaken. There's another Dark Ritual. Scrib Sprites. Do you remember when fairies used to be green? Been a while. Now, Night Soil is not bad for moving creatures from people's graveyards to make tokens. That's Mercine, Power Leak. Those are White Knights. I use those. Harm's Way is pretty decent. Also, I don't think I'm gonna find like a whole bunch of big money stuff in here. I just really don't. I could be wrong though. is really going to... Plague Mirror. That's a Plague Mirror. Almost past that Plague Mirror. I mean, there's Copper Mirrors. Okay. Some Scars of Mirrodin action going on here. Contagion Clasps. Those are really not bad. Paladin Mirror, I've been known to use a time or two. We have basic mountains. Okay. Handful of basic lands. Tell you what, I need in my my bill boxes up here. I keep like a fat pat box of each basic land, and some of them need to be filled, so I'll go ahead and drop those up there. Use more forest than anything, it looks like. Alright, just some random foils, followed by a foil. Mnemonic Wall's decent. That's a forbid. Wasn't there another forbid? Is that fast? No, it was a foil. A Brainstorm. That's a Command Tower. Wow, I didn't see that one coming. Put that in the lands. Mind Stone, that's awesome. Deep Analysis, Shadow Rift I use. There's a Git Probe. I'm going to have a Vapor Snag. I'm going to have just a Reliquary Tower. That's beautiful. Pyretic Ritual. Cliffs. Seething Song. Sky Diamond. Original Sky Diamond. Yeah, it's got a little wear, but you know, it's all good. Mana Leaks I use. Preordain. Ponder. It's not a bad box. But there are, I'm going to guess, somewhere around 100 boxes that are just like this that I got in this purchase. It looked like that was part of a deck, wasn't it? Choking Fumes. Evolving Wilds. Blight Mama, there's some more Vapor Snags. Doom Blades I use. Spirit Mantle. I was out of Spirit Mantles until that's a Black Vice and a Soul Warden. That's pretty spot on there. Yeah, I use all of the non-basic duels. We all know that. Mardu Scout's just like randomly in there. Pressure Points. Soul Warden and Soul's Attendant. Those are not cheap, especially the Attendant. It's what I actually probably should be doing. There's an Oblivion Ring, a version I don't have. What I probably should be doing is sorting all this by set, and then going and, after I sort it by set, putting what will go in the binders But I don't know. That just seems like a job that would never ever end, you know. If I had one or two boxes, I probably would, but with this many, I think probably just looking tokens. Probably just looking through for the stuff that I know that I use or am out of, or if there happens to be any kind of, you know, obscene value. But that's a foil Gutter Snipe. Graveyard Shovels, Scab Goliath, some random foils through here. Dissipates. Curses. That's the Mask of Avacyn. Hexproof. Have way too many decks to be ignoring things that grant hexproof. Hexmage. Do you remember that card was the one that made Dark Depths valuable? That was a million years ago, it feels like. I gouge. I gouge. If it's a Cyclops, destroy it. That's awesome. Let me see if I can't focus in on where my hands are at here. No? No? No, that's as good as it gets. Vanguard of Bremos. Asphyxiate. There's a midnight. That's a Whisper Silk. Unblockable. Culling the Week's good. Frog Tosser. Brightstone Rituals are good. Time of Need. Treetop Village. Explore. Into the North. That's not cheap anymore. Thank you, Kaldheim. Orcish Lumberjacks I really like. Pickles! Balduvian Trading Post. We're going to put that out because that may be something. Mystic Veil. Sage of Latnam. Some antiquities. I didn't think we would have anything that old in here. Turmoil's Crypt's good. Library of Lang Star Compass. Yeah. Illumination. I use it, but it ain't. Serenity. Is that? It's Weatherlight. I don't think that's on the list. Wild Growth, Fertile Ground. Those familiars aren't bad for like 3-color decks. Whoa, Swiftfoot Boots. 1, 2 copies. Wayfarer's Bauble. I am impressed here. I know they're all commons and uncommons, but these are ones that I have been out of for a while. Dragon Speaker Shaman's pretty decent if you're building, dragons. Some foreign language Kaladesh, it looks like. Snuff Out. Disciple of the Vault. Loxodon Warhammer Crystal Shard. Okay. That's fun. Filigree Fracture. A funny story about that. View from above. I know I'm going through these fairly quickly, but I have been doing this for a very, very long time, so I use the Rupture Spire. Armillary, Vishino. Lapse of Certainty I have used. There's a full Grixis Illusionist. That's a Hero's Blade. That's a card. Map the Waste. Was it Return to Earth? I was wanting to do like one box, at a time, but this we are almost 14 minutes in and one row, so yeah, I think one box may be it for each video. So I'm not exactly certain what to call this series, so I don't know, box number 1. I don't want to call it mystery box because, Magic makes a mystery box now. So, but this is a good assortment of like all sets. This is the last of the first row. Ain't gonna lie, the fingers are getting a little worn out. Aggravate. I don't remember that card. Battle Hymn is good. That's a promo Latch Seeker. What was that, Game Day? Yeah, Game Day. Some lands. Why is the rock or the Mardu Scout like always by the lands? Isn't that weird? I guess because there's a whole bunch of Mardu Scouts. That may be why. Doomblade. Doomblade is kind of one of those just efficient cards that are. Oh. We're starting on second row. I made it a little bit of room in the first row here. Plummet. Naturalize has been outclassed. I still use it sometimes. That's a shiny forest. I love foils, y'all know that. But typically the foil basics, because it takes so many foil basics to do one deck in. That's a Jungle Hollow. And sometimes I'll just, if I'm using like a 3 or 4 color deck that doesn't have a whole lot of, what is that in a sleeve? Must have been part of a deck at some point. Great Furnace is not bad. Endless Grace Curfew. Deceiver Exarch. Boy, that's combo-tastic, isn't it? That's decent. Rot Farms. Night's Whisper I use. Time of Need. If they keep making elves, these are going to be hard for me to come up with. We didn't get elves for a very long time. Take our divider. That's a Skizzic. So we're in what? Dominaria? Oh, there's a bunch here. Bunch of duplicates. Call the Cavalry foil. Goblin War Chief is not bad. More Goblin War Chiefs. Board the Weatherlight's a heck of a magic card too. It's a full syncopate. Icy. Man, y'all remember when Icy used to be like the card? Memorials. It looks like we're into a brick of Dominaria now. Source will deal damage to equipped creature, prevent 2 of that damage. I don't think I have one of those in foil. And that's really good in like a Pestilence style deck. So we'll pull it out. Because y'all know I love the shinies. Ops. Well, if I ever need Ops, I got them. Oh, we're in Amonkhet now. Okay. Vitalist, what land you could produce. You know, that doesn't seem bad. I mean, it's 2 mana, but it essentially taps for any color. Or any color that you would need. Bone Pickers. Rivals of Ixalan, okay. Sun Sentinel foil. More Hunt Masters. Boros Garrisons. I had a whole bunch of, I had like 20 stacks, one for each guild and one for each triumph, I guess we're calling it now, and had it out there on the shelves here, but I needed all my shelf space for boxes, so I'm going to have to go through my build box, because I have a box that I build out of. It's a 2-row. It may have to go to a 4-row. Oh, okay. More Dominaria. Alright. Well, there wasn't a whole lot in Dominaria. I mean, Unwind's a decent card. But common, uncommon wise, you know. There's a ton of those legends. I don't think any of them are going to break the bank. Warlord's Fury. Let's see. Just random foils thrown in here. I should probably start pulling the foils out, because those will go to the binder, right? There's a full Valda. Those will, and yeah. I'll just pull the foils because they'll go to the binder. That's a foil rescue. Girl from the Ashes. I don't know about that. Oh, missed a couple. Don't pierce the sky. I don't know why I said that like Woody. Champion of Flame I've used once or twice. So, kind of excited about the Kaldheim deal, because y'all know I love snow. But now, Sorcerer's Wand. Oh, yeah. But now, all the Kaldheim stuff that I pre-ordered is not the regular booster boxes. I got 3 set booster boxes and some other stuff. But I'll be doing box opening on them. But those, as you know, we can't pick those up on How the Mighty Have Fallen. Used to be a rare. Can't pick those up on pre-release now. Just regular draft boosters we can pick up on pre-release. So, which is actually fine. It'll make it'll make launch day feel like launch day, you know, or release day as it is now. But when you can get everything on pre-release, it just, I mean, yeah, it's cool getting your stuff a week early, but it just makes release day seem like it's release day part 2. It's Revenge of the Release. So, anyway, so you won't be seeing my box openings. You'll probably see a lot of other people's before you see mine, because I'll have to wait on mine until launch. This row hadn't been as good as the other. Well, oh, there's a murder. I used the heck out of that card. That's a Colossus Hammer and a Manifold Key. Those are nice. Pretty negate. Overgrowth Elemental. I don't think I've done mono green elementals yet. Unholy Indenture. Boreal Elemental. This is in a stack of M20 foils. Just a stack. I mean, you know, like you do. Cast Out's all over the play, didn't it? Highland Lake. We got cards turned every way. Well, we're about halfway through this row, and that'll actually put us halfway through the box, so that's not bad. $25 minutes. Is it going to be an hour going through this dang box? That's what it looks like, doesn't it? But I wanted to just to show it to y'all as I encountered it, because, you know, I mean, it may, there may be stuff in these, there may not. Who knows? So far, pretty good. Evolving Wilds, like I need some more. Highland Lake, Evolving. Supreme Wheel's not bad. We'll go ahead and, ooh, Kestra's Monument's really not bad. Painted Bluffs. Who knew? Flanger. Trailblazer, Swab, Goblins, Cinder Barons. Yeah, I know I use those tap lands probably too much, but let's face it, it's what I've got. Because there's just so many decks, I just don't have the, you know, it's an awful lot of shocks or whatever. So it's, all right, there's another jump. It's a win. I got 2 jumps. Wonder if I'm going to get 2 jumps per... No, I'm not going to get 2 jumps per box. Throne of the Bone, Yotian Soldier. Get some old stuff in there. Kind of mixed in. Abduction. It's been a while. Fissure. Bury target land or creature. That's a Claws of Valakut. I'll use that in just about every month. Ethereum Sculptor. Whisper Silk Cloak. Ponder. Sparksmith Wild Channers and sleeve. What? It's a Mere Enforcer. I mean, that's a play set of Souls Attendants. Those are well over $1 a piece. Vision Schemes, Elvish Mystic, Jagiscar. Jagiscar's seen some love. Recumbent Bliss Foil. Elvish Mystic. Whoa, that's an Ancestral Mask. That's nice. Seed of Synod's a beautiful card. Blighted Agent, Preordained. So here's another Ponder. Brainstorm. Y'all ever seen those? The gold border? Pretty neat. That's a Desperate Ritual. That'll actually, I'll use that in an upcoming deck from Call Time. Allison's Pilgrim's not bad either. Old School, Revised Llanowar. Thopters, Burnt Offerings. Spell Snare. I'll use that. Curiosity. Coordinated Barrage. I'll use Tainted Wood. That's nice. Ooh. It's a sweet Terminate. Arbor Alpha, untapping Fort Ranger's Path. Search your library for 2 basic line cards. Reveal those cards and put one on the battlefield tapped other than your hand. Shuffle. So it's, yeah, okay. I don't know that it's worth the 1 more mana. Terramorphic. There's another Command Tower. Elvish Miss Gary. A foil Cast Down and a full Read the Bones. Llanowar, Elvish Mystic, Flesh Bag. Use all those. Fogs. Lannies. That's a Beast Within. That's an original Beast Within. From New Phyrexia. Doomblade, Farseek, Putrefy, Acidic Slime. This has turned out to be a good box if I don't find another card. Big Game Hunter's nice. That's a Hymn to Turok and a Counterspell. Whew. I don't know that I'm going to beat that Counterspell. Mana Leak. O-Ring. Farseek, Moss Diamond, Sky Diamond. Oh, wow. This is nice. Condemn I use. Yep. Happy with this. Diabolic Edicts. Or Edict is singular. Karen Feeder's good. I don't think I'll pull any more Crushers out. Tunnel. Bury that wall. I got a friend of mine that was scared. Start running tunnel in all my decks, Jimmy. Clue Stone, 2-color Mana Rock. Oh, well, I'm going to put it with lands. Senate Clue, Selesnya Clue. Whoa, Command Towers. Now, do I pull Waste? This is the full art Waste. I mean, you know, the pretty one. I've got more Waste than I'm using right now anyway, so we won't pull them. And I think I need to stop on the Elvish Mystics too, because apparently that's, no, Spell Snares. Am I missing anything, folks? I mean, Electromancer's nice. Visionary. More Mystics. Man, there's a bunch of Treasure Cruise. A Null. Ooh, that is, I don't know what language that is. Manto did, you know, it's Whisper Silk Cloak, obviously, but one of these boxes is all foreign. There's a play set of Russian tormenting voices. I don't know if that's a thing. Turmo's Crypt is. Ethereal Armor I use a bunch. Speaking Graph Mage Sphere. Commander Sphere, Commander Tower, Commander Sphere. Nice. Another Commander Sphere. Okay. Turmo's Crypt. Great card. Llanowars, Mystics. Yeah, there's a bunch. Tri-lands. These are sleeves, so they cared about those. I probably need to refill my non-basic land binder. Slivers can't be blocked except by Slivers. That's not a cheap card. Planar Void. Farseek. More Soul's Attendants. I have plenty of those, won't I? Goblin Digging Team. Goblin Psychopath. Okay, folks, we're halfway. Ooh, more dark. Land Leeches, Cat Warriors, Shelkin Brownies from Legends, Barbary Apes. Do I just pull out all the Legend stuff? I think I'm going to. Because I don't think any of that stuff classifies as bulk anymore. Unlimited Invisibility. That's nice. Walking Dead is Festival. Art. Antiquities. Removing. Okay. I wasn't really expecting to see anything that old. I mean, it's not a lot of it, but Return to Dust is good. Lots of Git probes. Oh. Those are Worn Power Stone. I've been out of those for a minute. Raging Regisaur. Survivors and can't. Now the cycling lands are good because I use those a bunch. Slum Reaper. I was actually just building a deck that I need the Slum Reaper for. Yep. Gotta say, not disappointed about Claws. Sundering Growth is neat. I realize it's 2 there, but if you're playing a Selesnya deck, it's a Disenchant, Naturalize, and then you get to populate. So it's a great card if, you know, it fits in to what you're trying to do. I use it, you know, populate style decks, but it's all good. I would think about doing some of these Zakaru live, but because it is taking pretty much all my attention to do this, I would not be able to, like, you know, respond to this is a Homelands card too. Ooh. Respond to comments and whatnot. So that's the reason why I think this is probably not a good lot. Simic Signet. Coiling Oracle's good. Aetherized, Factor Fiction, Disenchant Probe, Throne of Geth, Mnemonic Walls, some OG Islands, Mirage. Ooh, it looks like some white border up there. Y'all know I like me some white border. Lots of, yeah, I mean, a lot of bulk, don't get me wrong, but hey, that's just a counterspell. Okay. Not a whole lot of basic lands in this particular box. Caravan Escort foil. I'm not going back to get those foils out. Skipped. It's just not happening. Some foreign language cons. Rune Snag. Oh, that's a foil Reckless Worm. I mean, it's not, but it's foil. And there'll come a day when I'll need a Reckless Worm for a deck, and you know, if I've got a foil, I'm going to play the foil because, you know, why not, right? Whispers. There's some of those uncommon legends and Dominaria we were talking about. Panoramas. Wow, the panoramas are the ones that didn't get reprinted in some random thing are expensive. Mirror Retriever, Cranial Plating, Dark Steel Ingot. Wow. More Treetop Villages. Vitalize. That vitalizes. Has vitalized a few things, hasn't it? It's dang near white border. Brainstorm, more Get Probes, Secret Plans. If anybody needs Secret Plans, y'all let me know. Because, yeah. Temple of False Gods is a pair of them. Another Cranial Plating. Gosh, I love that card. That was busted, isn't it? Ooh, it's busted. Islands. I think my island box is getting full. Some Modern Reinforcers, some Crushers, some Ponders. Recall, Claim. I know I'm probably missing a ton of stuff here, but Taste for Mayhem, Bone Splitters. I mean, I've seen a bunch of Bone Splitters through here, and there's more. Sea Sprite, Flying Pro Red 1/1 Fairy. Welding Jar, Seraph of the Dawn, Walking Atlas, Obelisk of Bant, Taunting Elf. Shadow Rift, I have used. Equinox, these are Legends cards. Granted, Legends and we're going to pull them out because I don't know. I don't consider Legends stuff to be bulk. Spore Frogs. Wow, there's a place that has Spore Frogs. Woolly Wolf. It's Arabian Nights. Ooh, that looks like some more white border. Act of Treasons. What was that artifact? Servitor. Ooh. Squirrel tokens. Because I'm building the squirrel deck. Yeah, we're as I run across the squirrels. Advantage of Heliod. Oh, so those weren't whiteboard, those are just tokens. So they look different on the edge there. Because they're not made from the same cardstock. Don't know why. I don't know that they've ever said why. I guess in theory I should probably be pulling all the tokens and throwing them in a box too, but whoa, I just saw a thing. Negates. I think we're just going to start leaving the negates in there. It's a painful lesson that's foil. That's pretty. Planes. This looks like just packs that the rare was ripped out of, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, sure does. So there's your foil, token, land, and then on to the next one. That's a Seed of Synod, original. Rookie card, as it were. I spent a whole lot of time when I was a kid doing the baseball card thing. And more ponders, preordains, dark rituals. I think I have to pull those. If nothing else, just to get them in the appropriate binder. So I've Hydroblast. I mean, I've always collected some kind. Now the red elemental blast countering a blue spell is pretty sweet. Wolverine pack, Hornet Cobras, Giant Turtles. Oh, I thought this said traumatized. I was like, say what? Ooh, this is a bigger undertaking than I thought. For just one box. It's just a huge undertaking for everything I bought. Oh my gosh. Rat colonies. 2, 3 rat colonies. Rat colony is not one of those cards you need 4 of. You need like 1, 4, or 30. Shocks. Shocks not bad. Well, this looks like we're back in the Battlebond. Pack ripping here. Seer's Lantern. Yeah. I mean, it's a mana rock, but that's a Sky Shroud Claim. That's a great card. Because Triomes that are green are forest, and the new Snowlands that are green will be forest. So that's a foil Savage Vent Maw. Man, that's gorgeous. More Latch Seeker promos. Diregraph Ghoul promos. That's I mean, they got a little play to them, but I'm still going to take them out because I've never had any of that. These are rares. Newthgrass Mob, Kefn's Last Word. Okay. Spirit Mantle, Crucible of Fire, Repeating Barrage, One with the Machine, Dovin's Dismissal. That's a League Unclaimed Territory. Some Game Day Incorrigible Youths. Cynic Sky Swallower, Foe-Razor Regent, Radiant Purge. Now I know these are bulk rares, but Form of the Dinosaur. Thrashing Threat. More forms. Bowmats. Smoke. Blood Tributes. Pulse Mage Advocate. Shadow Spear, Game Days, Dragon Mage, Horde Smelter, Shivan Hellkite, Warm up. This is a stack of dragons. Mob Rule. Mob Rule's a great card. Mirror Wing. It's a mythic. Outpost Siege, Four Stoker, Partic, Voracious, Lavalanche, Crucible of Fire, Colligan, Shivan Hellkite, Crater's Claws, Pristine, Frenzied Goblin promo, Maul Splicer, Retaliator Griffin. That was a chunk, wasn't it? Foreign Bloodseekers and Ragers. There's another Impulse. Chandra's Control Magic. That's nice. I never thought Control Magic. See, when I started playing, that was just the default. It was 4 mana to take a creature. I never thought that'd be too good. Now, if you get a 4 mana, steal that creature forever, you gotta, you know, give them your left toe or something. Belligerent Barontodon. Condescend. Battlebond Force. I don't think... I'm sure we're going to run across a box that's like all basic lands. I mean, it's got to happen, right? Sagas. Got some sagas. So we're back to Battlebond. That's what it looks like. The swamp. Assassinate, Lore Weavers. Sky Shroud Claim. Again. Should have probably pulled out those partner with cards. Painful Lesson. I'll use that. Tenacious D. I don't know if I'm going to use as many painful lessons as I'm finding, but I do use them. Totally Lost, Shocks, Visionaries. There's Plains. It's bad when I take out the Plains. Battle Mastery. That's nice. That's Chain Lightning. Was not expecting to see that. Island. Battle Mastery again. Impulse. You know, Battlebond did have some good stuff. Peregrine Drake. Okay. I'm not a huge fan of Two-Headed Giant. It's not, you know, it's not for me. That's what I have learned. But full Borderland Marauder. No. I almost grabbed that other Savage Vent Maul just because. Sky Shroud Claim. Yeah, it feels like I'm maybe just spinning my wheels here. It seems like I should probably be sorting these out into some kind of system where I need to, you know, a box per set or what have you, so that it's easier to go back through if, you know, I ever need to. Impulse. Also doing this is going to help me, you know, build decks because I'm out of a lot of these cards. The foil felt thicker than normal. Prismatic Lens is a good 2-mana rock. Peregrine Drake. What are we in? EMA now? Yeah. Bloodfell Caves. It's been a while since we had a Prismatic. gotten quite a bit. This particular brand of 4-row box, I don't really care a whole lot for. Hellkite. The Dragonauts. Those are lockets. Lockets are the good. Guild gates. Lockets. Believe it or not, I'm out of some guild gates. Titanic Brawl. Another guild gate. Oh. These stacks are getting pretty large. Terramander. Locket. I like the lockets, I really do. That may be as good as we get for a common 2-color rock. For a while. That's Brawn. Brawn I like. Werebear, White Mane. I mean, it's a lot of good cards. Yeah, I probably need to. Can we imagine, though, how much time that would take, though, if I actually sorted all this out a pile per set? Oh, man, that would be rough. Gonna have to do it, though, or something like that to get it into binders, you know, or I don't know. Yep, I just passed Evolving Wilds, I know. Firemind's Vessel. I didn't pull a lot of that one. So what are we in? War? War of the Spark now? You can tell it's just a different feeling. And they got a slight curve in them. It's not much. Not much at all, but Price of Betrayal. It's a great card. Casmina. I mean, I don't got a bunch because I bought a whole bunch of War. War and Dominaria. Ooh. Evolution Sage. It's a beautiful card. Paradise Druid. Mowo. Paradise. Cast a non-creature spell, Proliferate. That's Flux Chandler's pretty good. Oh. What are these in these block of sleeves here? Plains, Nessun Carrier. Looked like it was a green-white deck that apparently they stripped out all the anythings out of. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Oh, let's get our divider there. What was that? Hour of the Devastation? Oh, fingers getting a little sore. This is a lot of cards to go through, you know, not stopping. Saving Grace, Act of Heroism, Dunes, Deserts, Rune Wrap. this chunk here. See that white border in there? I guess it could be. We found out that blue elemental black. Hymn to Turok. Holy cow. Just 2 play sets of Hymn to Turoks. And High Tides. 1, 2 play sets of High Tides. Nice. War Strikes. Elemental Blast. A lot of blue Elemental Blast. Abyssal Hunter. Some Mirage Islands. Some Ice Age. Whoa, hello. Snow-covered swamps. Plains. Back to war. War of the Spark. It's a mana geode. I'll take it. Moos. Pollen Bright. Mana geode. Death Sprout. D-Spark. All those are beautiful. Dovin's Veto. Neoform is good in some decks. Dread Horde, Hellfire, Bulwark, Gideon, Ironclad, Martyr, Rising, Trusted, Wanderer, Lazatep. There's a Guildgate, you know, because why not? Golgari Locket. Boros Locket. Thought that might have been one of those high-numbered cards. I typically save the high-numbered cards because, although, well, they used to be a thing. Now they're, every set's got high-numbered. Hypothesizzle, because Snoop Dogg is making magic card names. Hypothesizzle. Ooh, look, morph cards. That's a Mirage Swamp. That's pretty. Random tokens. Basics. Mixed basics. Elvish Vanguard. Furnace of Wrath. Boros Garrison. Cycle Lands. Invasion. Old school Lucky Charm. Swamps. Safe Haven. That's another Loxodon Warhammer. That's pretty nice. We're about halfway through the last and final row. At least, if nothing else, we're getting them all turned the same way and facing the right way for the next time I go through this, and God knows how many years. I'll be like, oh, I needed that card, and it's, yeah, I'll probably end up, I don't know. I go through my box or my binders quite a bit because that's a Rhythm of the Wild. So I kind of know what I'm a little shy on in my binders. I hope, you know, seems like we've been Ravnicking for a while. Maybe we can go back to, I think that's what this plant is on Kaldheim, because there's a Praetor there, and we don't know why yet. I haven't seen the story or anything, or any explanation as to why there's a Phyrexian Praetor on a different plane when they're not supposed to be able to planeswalk. And then I thought, wouldn't it be cool if they put like a Praetor on each plane for like the 5 sets preceding going back to New Phyrexia? That's a persistent petitioner. Fancy. Hope I didn't miss any others. Because that's an expensive common. Because there again, people don't buy them in ones. Arrester's Zeal, Sphinx's Insight. I may have to get just a box for non-basics. It's not a bad idea, actually. It'll work a lot better than that binder I've been using. Or, I'm sorry, I was using until I spread everything out on that shelf. Because if I had a box, I could tab it off like all of the different all the different guilds, and then the triomes, and then the 5 color stuff, and even like the single color non-basics like the cycling lands, deserts, and whatnot. It was actually cool that I was talking about it when one popped up. A Braid. Braid's a great card. I used it in like mono red. There's a foil lethal sting. It's been a while since we run across a foil, hasn't it? Really honest defeat. Spider Umbra. Distant Melody. That's a card right there. Land Grants. Those are not expensive, I don't think. We've seen a bunch of them in here, if they are. So we got another stack of foils from Modern Horizons here. Yeah. Not bad. More tokens. Dwindle, Coralham, Clutches, Rescue, Darter, Sailor, Snapper, Torch, Leapfrog, ooh, Raider's Wake. That's a good one. Any discard deck, you're going to want that one. Yeah, I had to read Raider's Wake to make sure I remembered it correctly. 2 more Raider's Wakes. This is going to do a good job of filling up some binders for me and giving me some more options for when I build decks. Although I can't see me doing this like one a day maybe, and then showing it to y'all. Because if I do that, this channel will just evolve into like, look, it's Brian going through cards. But and I still got, so many Commander Legends to go before. But this is helping me get cards for decks, so. That's a snow-covered mountain. That is a beautiful, original snow-covered mountain. Good condition. Snow-covered plains. I guess I should probably be going through the basics, huh? If there's going to be snow-covered stuff, just ribboned in through there. Those are pretty Mirage forests. Feeling Charm, Spider Umbra. Mutagenic Growth. Man, that's a heck of a magic card. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Mutagenic Growth. Glistener Elves. Blighted Agents. Okay. Ghastly Demise. Accumulated Knowledge. Talisman. Alright. I'll take it. Shriek Maw. Seal the Synod. Spirit Mantles. Nothing gets in there with commander damage quite like protection from creatures. Especially for 2 mana. Long Tusk Cub. Cathartic Reunion I use a ton of. Songs of the Damned. If y'all haven't played with Songs of the Damned, add a black mana to your mana pool for each creature in your graveyard. It's from Ice Age. I think it may have been reprinted in one of the 6th, 7th, 8th, something like that. It's a great card. Holiday. We've got some foreign cons here. See, we'll go through the art, see if there's anything we recognize. No. We're almost done. I got this handful and another handful. And we're continuing on in our... This is Kaladesh now. That's non-English. There's a Manolith. I used to use Manolith, but you know what? Here lately, we've gotten so many cards that are just definitively better. Yeah. There's a Pristine Talisman and a Promenade. Etherize is a good card. Not as anywhere near as good as Forest. That's broken. Actually, I mean, we joke about it, but it kind of is right now. Especially the way we all play Commander. It's broken. Goblin Assassin. Goblin Assassin, the Goblin comes into play. Each player flips a coin. That means I keep on going. Bolusy tokens. Spellweaver Duo. Yep, we're almost done. This is not a bad random box here. It is pretty random, and I know some of these... I just picked the one that was closest to me, I'll be honest with you. And that is that. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab a Sharpie and write on the end of this box today's date, which the day I'm recording this is 1/21/21. So that way I know when's the last time I went through it. Well, that's that. I mean, we got that many cards that are I play with, or you know, foils or whatnot. It's not bad, and that's the non-basic lands. So, not to mention, you know, the jumps, the snow covers, the legends, and the squirrel tokens, because we're finally getting the legendary squirrel. So now to sort these. I won't bore y'all with that, though. We're past an hour, and if anybody's still watching, man, I appreciate the dedication. But that's what I have got for box number 1. I think that may be what we call it. Box sorting number 1. Sorting box number 1. There we go. Anyway, I appreciate it. We will catch y'all later.